Hello, I'm JWarner. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the process of gardening tomatoes from the seed to the harvest. Imagine, if you will, you have something tiny in your hand, smaller than a pebble. It lives and breathes. You take care of it, nurture it, and watch it continue to grow. Then when it's fully grown, it gives you the most delicious fruits there is and is a reward for your labor. According to dictionary.com, gardening is defined as the act of cultivating or tending a garden. A garden is defined as a plot of ground, usually near a house, where flowers, shrubs, vegetables, fruits, or herbs are cultivated. According to gardenguides.com, in the 1680s, a man from England named William Salmon first noted the tomato plant growing in the Carolinas. When America was being colonized, they would not eat tomatoes because they believed they were poisonous. In 1820, a man named Robert Gibbon Johnson ate a tomato on the Salem, New Jersey courthouse steps and did not suffer illness, thus showing the tomatoes were not poisonous. But it was well after 1860 before tomatoes became part of mainstream agriculture. Gardening has gained a lot of popularity recently, and it also has a utilitarian purpose. Gardening can give you exercise, it gives you food, and it's quite enjoyable. My mom's side of my family has been gardening / farming as far back as our family tree goes. I always helped my parents with their garden when I was young, and this will be the second season that I've had my own garden, and our gardens have always included tomatoes. Gardening tomatoes can be an easy and fun experience for people of all ages, so today I am going to talk to you about starting the seed, transplanting it to the garden, and harvesting. Starting the seed is one of the simplest parts of growing a tomato plant, but it can also require the most patience. You will need to start your seeds indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost, and there are many sources on the internet that'll tell you when this is for the region you live in. To start with, you need a packet of tomato seeds. There are many different variations, so if you're a beginner, cherry tomato plant is a good start. Then you're going to need seed starters. You can purchase these ready to go, or you can do it by yourself by just putting a little garden soil in an ice cube tray. Next, you're going to put 3 seeds in each seed starter. I use 3 because not every seed is going to open up and germinate, so if you put 3 in there, you're at least going to be guaranteed that you're going to have a plant sprout out of there. Once in the soil, the seeds will need sun. You will want to put the seed tray in an east side window in the morning and a west side window towards the afternoon and evening. They have to stay warm, so you want to make sure that you keep them away from a drafty window. Once your little plant has several leaves on it, it will be time to transplant it into a 1-pint container. You can plant it directly into your garden, but since it's still very young, it will not be able to fight off any diseases or pests, so I usually recommend keeping it indoors until it's a little bit bigger. So to transplant it, you're going to want to start by putting dirt up to about ½ inch from the top into your container. But you're also going to want to take your little plants away from sunlight because you're going to be exposing the roots and you can burn it up and then the plant will die. Once you get your dirt in your container, poke about a ½ inch hole into the dirt. That's where you're going to put your plant. Grab a hold of the plant gently with your fingers and take it out of the starter tray. If some of the dirt stays behind, it's okay. Quickly, but again gently, put the roots into the hole you made in the new container. Keep a hold of the plant so it doesn't fall over, and then gently pack it around so it keeps the plant upright. Continue to keep it water and give it plenty of sunshine, and it will continue to grow. As soon as the plant is about 5 to 6 inches tall, it is ready to be transplanted into your garden. The process is the same. The only difference is that you have to let it acclimate to the outside temperature for about a week. As it grows, you will soon start to see flowers sprout out, and these flowers is where your new tomatoes will grow. When the tomatoes are red, it's time to harvest. All the tomatoes won't turn red at the same time, so you will want to use care with the plant while doing it. The best way to do this is to grab a hold of the stem that the tomato is on, and then grab the tomato with the other hand and use a twist and pull motion, and it'll come right off the vine. Make sure you look over the whole plant because it does get quite bushy and you can miss some ripened tomatoes and then they'll sit there and rot. After that, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. So today I discussed how to start a tomato seed, how to transplant the tomato plant, and how to harvest the tomatoes. I've shown you how easy and fun it can be to garden tomatoes, and in the end, all your efforts will be rewarded with the delicious tomatoes that you grew and nurtured yourself.